Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. It's Kevin Canessa coming to you from the newsroom of The Observer and TheObserver.com on this, the sixth day of December in the year 2024. This is one of those days where, and these are some of those broadcasts that I wish I did not have to do, but it is certainly necessary on what can only be looked upon as an extremely tragic day in the history of this town because two people lost their lives today in a terrible fire at 56 Hamilton Avenue in Kearny. And here's what we know. I'm going to tell you what I can. I can't tell you all the details, including the names of the victims yet. I'm sure a lot of people already know, but I can't until next of kin are informed and things of that nature. But what we do understand is that this morning at about 12:01 a.m., a civilian who lives behind the home where this fire took place called 911 having seen smoke. And but I guess the person had smelled it or saw it and called it into 911. So it was quite awful. And while I'm talking, I'm going to put some B-roll on in the background because I was able to stop by there this morning. And this is from the scene of the fire. And I'm going to show you another video in a few minutes that was taken by Jeff O'Connor, who goes by the name of Jeff Stang on YouTube. He follows fires and he takes videos, and there is a video of this horrendous event. But so what we know so far is that at about 12 o'clock, the call came in to 911 and the fire department got there very, very quickly. But unfortunately, two residents in the home did in fact die from smoke inhalation. One was dead at the scene. Another was taken to Claremont Hospital and had to be revived. And unfortunately, there was no brain activity, so the person did ultimately die at the hospital at Claremont Medical Center in Belleville. What we can also tell you is that there was a lot of destruction inside the house from the fire. It may not look so bad on the outside, but on the inside it was very bad. I think one of the floors collapsed down onto the other. And the arson investigators from the Hudson County Prosecutor's Office couldn't even go into the house because there's so much that was moved, that because of when a floor collapses, you can imagine how horrible that must be. And this fire, which started at around midnight or shortly before that, and by the time firefighters got there, it was still cold, it was windy, and the conditions were just ripe. And it's just an absolutely horrible series of events that took place early this morning. The Hudson County Arson Unit will continue to investigate this to see if determine what the cause of the fire was. But when you consider what the conditions must be like inside that house, it's probably going to be very, very difficult for them to get around things without moving things around. So it's just heartbreaking. But as I mentioned earlier, Jeff Stang, as he goes by, did have his camera with him, as he does so often as he drives around, and as a fire buff gets these incredible videos of fire scenes, and he has graciously allowed us to share this with you. And I will show that to you. I will warn you, it is not the most pretty sight. You don't see anything gory, but it's really tragic when you think about it right now, because we all know now that two people did in fact die at this fire. But I'm going to show you that video, and then we come back, we'll just talk about it a little bit more. So here, without any further ado, is that video, and that is courtesy of, once again, Jeff O'Connor, also known as Jeff Stang. Here it is.
Ground emergency. Hamilton Avenue. Evacuate. 32 standby, signal 8. 149 Shore Ave Residential 42. Property officers, evacuate the building and count for your members. Both 24. Land for dispatch. Up to par, count for all members.
They got a strong odor of gas. They're pulling them out again. They found the victim.
So there it is. Once again, I want to thank Jeff O'Connor for that, Jeff Stang, for allowing us to broadcast his video that he took from early this morning from the fire. and as you can see, it was just just horrible scene there. Although if you were just looking at it, I guess it didn't look so bad, but it's amazing what smoke does to the human body. And just to recap, I will I'll again show you a little bit more of the B-roll that I took this morning from the scene. The fire broke out this morning at about midnight, a little bit before that, I would presume, and two people have lost their lives. Two people have died just a couple of weeks out from Christmas, and we also understand that a pet has died as well. The Hudson County Prosecutor's Office arson unit was on the scene this morning investigating, but the conditions inside were such that since there was a collapse from the second floor into the first floor, it was very difficult for them to get in and to see where the fire started, all that other stuff, but they will eventually come to a conclusion, and when we know, we will share that information with you. We are also not saying the names of the two victims at this point in time because it was our understanding, at least before we went on the air, that one of the victims' family had not yet been notified of that person's death, and so we don't want to say anything until we're certain and it's confirmed, and of course the entire family is aware of what has happened. But if you're just joining us, this is the scene from 56 Hamilton Avenue in Kearny. The fire started about midnight early this morning, and I've spoken with a lot of people already this morning who knew people in the house, neighbors right next door. Former Mayor Leo Vartan lives in the house right next to it at 54 Hamilton. And all I keep hearing is what wonderful people they were. So we'll certainly let you know more about them once that information does, in fact, become official. But imagine just what a terrible morning this has been throughout, and it's just quite a shame that two lives have been lost and the life of a dog this morning at 56 Hamilton Avenue in the town of Kearny. So that's what we know so far. If there are any updates to bring you today, we will certainly bring them to you later on once we get the information, since the Hudson County Prosecutor's Office is handling the investigation. For now, they're the ones that will disseminate the information, and it's just too soon for them to do that now, but we are in touch with that office, and as soon as we know anything more, we will join you live one more time to bring that information to you. But as we sign off now, we remember the two people who lost their lives this morning at 56 Hamilton Avenue in Kearny, and may God bless both of them and their families and their friends at this terrible, terrible time. From the newsroom of The Observer and TheObserver.com, this is Kevin Canessa signing off for now, and we will see you again once we know more about the situation that happened this morning in this fire. Bye-bye, everybody.